10 seconds to start the dictation. 5 seconds to go. Start. Sir, one of the issues that was raised was about the price of coal and of petroleum. I must submit that the coal price has been recently raised because of the fact that we had to enter into the National Coal Agreement, which casts a burden on the exchequer to the tune of rupees 200 crores every year. In fact, even the costs of inputs have also gone up. Having regard to these two factors, we had to take a very painful decision of increasing the coal price. Otherwise, the industry would have suffered like anything. On the petroleum side, the position as it stands is that there is no doubt, as in fact honorable members had made observations, that while production has gone up, prices have also gone up. In fact, sir, in another context, I have given details to this house itself that if you compare the prices of petroleum with the prices as prevailing in various international markets, our prices are still cheaper. At one time, when the house did want that we should reduce the prices, I had categorically said that whatever resources we build through this process, we plug back the money for the exploration and exploitation of oil. We thought that by using these resources in exploration activities, we should try to become self-sufficient by the end of the decade, which hopefully we are expecting. And if we are not going to be self-sufficient, we shall undoubtedly be in troubled waters, because we shall not be able to handle the economy in the proper perspective. Therefore, sometimes a little sufferance becomes absolutely necessary in order to have the long term gains. It would be very easy to take certain populist approaches in these masters, but in the long run, the nation suffers, and it is precisely in this background that I would take this opportunity to urge the various state governments and the electricity boards not to divert the money that have been allocated to the power sector, because in many a case I am finding that for sheer popularity, various state governments and electricity boards are trying to divert the money allocated for power, which would in the long run affect the economy of the state itself. I defend the rise to set the economy on rails. Honorable members are aware, last year I had introduced the dual policy in regard to kerosene after discussing with all the civil supplies commissioners of the states, and when I was assured that they would be able to implement the dual policy, I thought that the policy is such which could be taken care of in which case the poorer sections of the society could be protected. But unfortunately, I found that the poorer sections were the first victims, as a result of which, within 1 month of the first introduction of the dual policy, that scheme had to be withdrawn. In fact, I found myself stood in Bangalore in the queue, and I found that the poorer people were not being given, and the dealer said that the quota was earmarked in the levy system has already been exhausted, and it was very difficult to find out which quota was what because of the distribution system not being strong. This step had to be taken. Many a honorable member has been making a complaint from time to time that there had been adulteration of kerosene with HSD because of the fact that there is a disparity in prices. It is true, I concede that I am aware that about 19 to 20% of kerosene goes in the adulteration with HSD. I have been requesting the state governments to take care of it, notwithstanding the fact that every quarter we go on increasing the allocation of kerosene to the states. Much of the kerosene is going towards adulteration, and I have been trying to impress upon the states that we have to import kerosene and that quite a large amount of foreign exchange is spent. While in the case of petrol, we are absolutely self-sufficient. In the case of kerosene, we have got to import, and this I have been trying to impress that we cannot employ the price mechanism that often advocated, so that the adulteration of kerosene with HSD does not take place, because that would create more problems. The moment we increase the price of kerosene, it affects the ordinary man. Maybe some people had been trying to tell me that this is no argument at all. In fact, I found in the other house that some of the opposition members had been trying to put across to me this view. It is a question of policy which we are committed to, whether one likes it or not. A policy decision has certain perspectives, and these perspectives we have sought to put forth for our all-round progress. Stop.